Hi everyone, Horsepower Investor here. Thanks for tuning into this demonstration and thanks for tuning into this article. Today I'm going to show you how I selected a company from GuruFocus's Triple Buy Screener to feature in this article entitled Terex, a closer look at this triple buy stock. I'm here at the home page and I've signed into my account. Just keep in mind that you're going to need a premium subscription to access the screener. Actually, you're going to need a premium subscription to access any of the GuruFocus's screeners. There are some other screeners on the internet that you can use, some of them for free. You can also check with your broker. I use Schwab. Schwab has a great screener, but it does not have this particular screener for GuruFocus Triple Buys. At the top of the GuruFocus page here, you'll see all these options. You want to select the insider option and select triple buys and sells. And this tells you what triple buys are. These are stocks that gurus, insiders, and companies are buying. If you go down further, you'll see a couple filters here. I have the region for USA checked. That's because I only have a subscription to the premium membership for USA. If you buy additional countries, you can get access to their exchanges as well. You can put a filter by a ticker. At this point, I don't want to do that because that'll narrow my field to just one company. You can specify industry. Market cap, this one is not checked here, but I'm going to restrict my list. Right now it's got 106 companies here, but I want to narrow this further. I don't want to have any microstocks in this list. I don't like microstocks because they tend to be pretty volatile. I'm going to specify a minimum here of 1 billion as the lowest market cap that I want. I'm not going to specify a maximum market cap, but you can do that if you want. I'm also going to specify a price within a 20% low, and you can narrow this field a little bit by selecting a lower percent, but I'm going to keep it at 20. These are the pre-selected filters. You'll see there needs to be at least 1,000 shares traded at a cost of at least $0. You can increase this if you want. Within the last 3 months, and at least one insider and one guru are buying, and the share buyback is greater than 0. So those are the pre-selected filters that they have, and I've added some additional filters with the market cap and a price within 20% of the 52-week low. And now my list is 47 stocks. That's all the screening criteria I can use for this particular screener here. But if you look into some of the metrics here, I tend to have some more other preferences. Like, I do not like PE ratios where the company is operating at a loss like this one, and I don't like PE ratios that are normally high. Typically I like companies with PE ratios under 15 because traditionally that is the market average for PEs. It might be higher now because people buy more stocks, but traditionally 15 is the market average. I don't like to have companies that have higher PEs than that. Some of these are really high. This one here is over 1,000, so that's something I don't want in my list. I would like to restrict this further, but I can't in this particular screener. However, there's only 47 companies here. You can kind of eyeball the list and select which ones are attractive to you. Or you can limit this further. As you can see, they have this download feature here. If you're very comfortable with Excel, you can download it into an Excel spreadsheet. It'll open up a spreadsheet and you can apply your filters there. Or you can actually screen it within the GuruFocus site. First of all, you have to save this as a portfolio. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And you'll get this dialog box. If I click on this dialog box, I have the option of creating a new portfolio, or I can add it to an existing portfolio. In this case, I'm going to do a new portfolio, and I'm going to call this My Triple Buys. I can put a description here. I can specify a type. In this case, it's open to everyone, or I can make it private, friends only, or contest. I'm not sure what a contest is. Maybe it's something that GuruFocus has from time to time. I've got all the symbols here. If I want, I can send the comments to my email. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to create it. And then I get this pop-up screen. I'll go to My Triple Buys. Now, if I don't access this pop-up screen right away, I will just get the regular site here. I can just go to my icon, and then I can pull it down from portfolios and select the one I want. But in this case, I've already had it pop up on the screen. This contains all the companies that I'm interested in, but I want to restrict it further because I don't want companies that are operating at a loss. And what I can do is I can open this in a screener as well. So this is going to bring up the regular GuruFocus screener. I've got my portfolio name here. I have a few screening criteria already. This is the ones that's automatically signed from the Triple Buys Screener. This is a subset of everything that GuruFocus has. This is called the fundamental view. If I want everything, I can just click on all, but this all screen is a little bit hard to navigate. There's so much information here. I'm going to select a few criteria at this page because I'm familiar with what I want. I want a GuruFocus valuation of modestly undervalued. I'm looking for undervalued companies, so I'm going to click on this box here. When I click on it to get a pop-up, I can actually choose multiple values. I'm going to do that. I'm going to click on modestly undervalued and significantly undervalued for purposes of this demo. Now, typically I don't like significantly undervalued stocks because a lot of times they're value traps, but I'll select that. I just wanted to demonstrate that you can select multiple values for this field. And as you can see, it says choose selected. I'm going to get an ROIC of 10% at least. The reason I like 10% is I read Phil Town's book, Rule Number 1, Investing. He likes companies with an ROIC of at least 10%. I'm not going to specify a maximum on the ROIC. I could if I want. I am going to get a predictability rank of at least 1 star. And so all the GuruFocus rank scores are in here. I'm going to just say 1 star. I have some other options too. If I click on that, you can do stars or top 10. And then you can specify a maximum, but I'm not going to do that because as long as the company has at least 1 star, I don't care how many stars, if it's 3 or 5. Since this screen is a little hard to navigate, you can do like a Control F and try to find something. So for instance, if I wanted to do an EV to EBITDA, I tend to like EV to EBITDAs of between 1 and 10. But when I do that, it focuses on leverage. You need to know how GuruFocus features that. So for instance, here's the EV to EBITDA here, which I'll go ahead and specify 1 to 10 here. 1 to 10. But if I didn't know what this field was labeled, I would search by EV, and I didn't have the dash, then I would get every field that has an EV in it, regardless of what it was. If it's listed as an enterprise value, I wouldn't be able to find it either. In that case, I could go to one of these other view subsets. Since I like valuation so much, I'm going to click on that. So when I get that, I've got most of the valuation ratios here. which is a lot easier to navigate around. Like I said, I wanted a PE ratio between 1 and 15. Now, when I look at my list, I only have 4 companies. So I've restricted my list a lot more. Terex is there. That's great. The reason I actually selected Terex as the company to do the article on is because I have been working on this article for about a month, and this is a very dynamic list. So when I first screened for the list, I got a lot of companies on the list. Well, I didn't get a lot, I just got 2 or 3. But that list changes all the time. But Terex has been on that list consistently. So that's why I was interested in this company, and that's why I did the article on Terex. Now, I actually want one more filter. What I do want is I want an ROIC greater than its WACC. So the ROIC is the return on invested capital, and the WACC is the weighted average cost of capital. And a company that has a return on invested capital that exceeds the weighted average cost of capital means that the company is using its capital effectively. That's a sign of good management and good stewardship. That filter is not available in any of the GuruFocus standard criteria filters, but I can create it by going to the Customize view. And in this case, I've already created it, as you can see. I simply need to activate it by clicking this toggle switch. If I wanted to create it from scratch, I could do that. I would just go to Add a Filter. I would type in ROIC %, and then I would click the greater symbol, and then I would type in WACC, and I would navigate down and confirm it. And it's not going to, it's a customized filter saved successfully. But since I already had that in there, it's not going to duplicate it. I'm just going to activate this. And when I activate this, I still get these 4 companies. And like I said, I selected Terex because it's been on this list for quite some time, over a month. So that's the company I selected. So that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video and hope you enjoyed the article, and happy trading.